Hi everybody, and welcome back to John Jacobson's Music Express. I am so excited today because we are on the campus of the University of California in Los Angeles, that's UCLA. And we are going to learn about how they put together their world-famous marching band, taking it from this campus all the way to the Rose Bowl. So come on, let's get started. Okay, I'm here with the big cheese himself. This is Charlie, and Charlie is the drum major for the UCLA marching band.
That's right, yeah.
That is awesome. Where are you really from, Charlie?
I'm from Murrieta, about 2 hours away from Los Angeles.
Now, how does somebody get to be the drum major?
I mean, you gotta work hard, but you gotta know music. That's the first start. So you play an instrument first. Nobody starts off just waving their hands around, but you play an instrument, and you gotta show your dedication to the program, and you work your way up from there. It's all about being disciplined and that kind of stuff. So,
well, what instrument did you play?
I played trombone. I was a member of our band for 2 years as a trombonist, and then this is my second year as a drum major.
So what are some of the responsibilities of a drum major?
Oh boy, everything. From making sure that that the members of the band are in the right spot at the right time, playing the right note, to coordinating rehearsals, making sure people know what time, that kind of stuff. We also just a little earlier, I had to paint their spot on the field using some spray paint on the ground. So make sure they know where to go. You got to know everything. You got to be ahead of the band.
You're really kind of like the assistant to the conductor then,
yeah,
or the director.
That's right. Yeah, and then a lot of the cutoffs. We're making sure people are playing when they're supposed to be. At a big football game, we got to make sure we're not playing when the team plays, but when the team's not on the field, we're playing. Make sure the crowd's pumped up too.
Okay, so you make the decision when the touchdown scored.
That's right.
You're the one who says now.
We count it off, and they play with these hands. That's the thing.
These hands. We love these hands on Music Express.
Magic hands.
Hey, one of my favorite things about the drum major is the way they strut around on the field.
Oh boy.
Now,
yeah.
I've seen so many different kinds of them all over in marching bands all over the country. What do UCLA use?
Right. So UCLA, we famous for the run-on, we call it. High knees, lots of energy, big hands, all kinds of stuff.
Can you show me how to do it?
Of course, I suppose.
Okay, here we go.
So it starts always on the left foot for UCLA.
Okay, all right.
It goes like this, and you get those knees nice and high. Yeah, that's right. There you go. And a couple little arms.
Okay, I can do that.
That's it, right there.
Okay, we do the fight song,
exactly,
right?
And that would be the fight song.
I would last about 3 minutes, and you have to run on the field.
It's a physical activity.
You really have to be in shape to be in a marching band.
You do.
You have to really work hard at it, and it's not just because you have to carry an instrument or march like that.
Tubas are 30 pounds.
Now, you don't march like that when you're
Not all the way
playing
through
tuba.
our show. That's the big start of our show. And then our
right.
regular members are marching a little bit more subtly while they play some of the harder music and stuff like that.
Well, what is your favorite thing about being in a marching band?
Oh, boy. I mean, the whole football experience is quite unique from start to finish. You're playing for fans at the beginning at tailgates and things like that. You're playing for the team. You're playing when they run on. You're kind of the center stage. And if you ever listen to an ESPN or anything like that, in the background is always us. So it's really fun to create the game day experience for the whole fans.
It really would not be the same without music at a football game, would it?
It would not. Music is a huge part of football that not enough people appreciate. So
well, we do at Music Express.
Yeah.
Charlie, thank you so much for what you do every Saturday for the Bruins.
Yeah, go Bruins.
And every day out on the field.
Hey, thanks.
So good luck, Charlie.
Yeah,
thank you.
you.
Hey, now we've got Mac, who obviously is one of the Piccolo players. No, I guess not. He's playing the tuba. How in the world, Mac, do you play this big instrument and march around on the field?
Well, it definitely takes a lot of practice. I didn't start playing this until I got here 2 years ago. I decided I wanted to play sousaphone in the marching band, and I tried to give it a shot, and it's been a lot of fun.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
2 years ago you started playing, and now you're in the UCLA marching band?
Yeah. I used to march other things in high school, but then I got here and I wanted to try something bigger and better.
What did you play in high school?
I marched clarinet.
Clarinet.
Yeah,
They're way
big
in the
difference.
back row all the time. Nobody
Yeah.
sees the clarinet.
So I wanted to be in the back row, but everyone could see me still.
That's exactly right.
It takes a lot of lung power and a lot of movement, but you have to love it to do it. And I definitely love it.
You look like you do. What's the best thing about being in a marching band?
Let me see. The best thing is probably, like for us, when we march into the Rose Bowl at the beginning of the game and we play Strike Up the Band for UCLA, always gets me. Always gets me.
Oh, I bet it does. And what's the hardest thing?
The hardest thing are the long rehearsals, especially during the summer. We have band camp, 12 hours of rehearsals for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Every day, 9 to 9. Yeah.
You're a kid 12 hours a day for 2 weeks?
We have like lunch breaks, dinner breaks, but it's rough.
Wow. Well, how often? So that's the beginning. You get together and you have a couple, 3 weeks of this intense training, and then how about during the year? How often?
During the year, we meet 3 times a week for 2 hours each.
And out here outside most of the time?
Yeah, out here on this field.
Which is lucky in California most of the time. But
no, not really raining, no snow. I don't know what snow is.
Really? But you have to march with this? I mean,
we have to have this on the entire time.
Really? You never take this down for the whole 2-hour rehearsal?
Well, we have to put it down sometimes, but when we're playing, it has to be on.
Oh, fantastic. Any advice you would want to give to a young person if they wanted to be in a marching band?
Just go for it. If you want to be in a marching band, you have to push through because it's a lot of trying times. It's really hard work. But if you love it and you push through, you'll be fine.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mac. Good luck with the rest of your year.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Hey, now I'm here with Lauren, and Lauren is just the opposite of Mac, who played that big tuba. Lauren's got a piccolo. How can a piccolo play in a marching band?
Oh, it's really great, actually. So we have a really high register, so you can hear us above the whole ensemble.
Did you always play piccolo, or did you pick that up to be in the marching band?
I used to play flute, and then in high school they kind of start transitioning to people wanting to play piccolo, and so I played it ever since my junior year of high school.
You know what I never understood about a marching band is I see them all marching around the field, and they all seem to know exactly where they're going. How do you know where you're supposed to go out on the field?
Actually, we have like a coordinate sheet, so basically we have lines on the field, and then we have hash marks, and they're in the mid. There are 2 hash marks in the middle of the field, and then we kind of step off the hash marks to decide where we're supposed to be. So, for example, you could be on line 20 and like 4 steps back from the hash mark, and you just
And you know that. So, how many different positions might you have in one program?
For example, like in our pregame show, we have I think 30 sets. So 30 different spots we have to remember to be.
30 different, and in the right order.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't just go from beginning to end.
That would be me. I'd be marching all over the field.
Yeah.
So you have 30-some different spots. You need to know where they are.
However, it is kind of easy because you're moving with the formation. So you're typically next to the same people the whole time.
So you hope they know where they're going.
Yeah.
And
if you don't know, you got the backup plan.
But you also have to play while you're doing this.
Yeah. So basically for band camp, we first learn how to march, and then we slowly bring in the music. And so then we try to combine it together.
What is the hardest thing about being in a marching band?
Everything is so wonderful. There's not really a hard thing. I know. Sometimes at band camp, we have really long days where we have to learn everything. And so it gets kind of tiring, but it's still really fun.
Really?
So.
It's sort of like a family, isn't it? Especially in a college marching band like this.
Yeah, all my friends are in bands.
These are your friends?
These are my friends.
So immediately when you came to college, because you joined the band, and immediately you had this built in.
Yeah, you honestly do. Like with my section, the piccolo and the flutes, we're really close, and we hang out all the time. And you just know if you're in band, you're a good person, you know? Like, it's just kind of assumed.
Did you hear her say that? If you're in band, you're a good person. I like you, Lauren. Thank you very, very much for sharing that with us, and good luck and have a great year.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So now we're here with Josh, who's obviously the finest trumpet player in the UCLA band, and Kelsey, who's the assistant to the director of the band. So these guys really know what marching band is all about. Let's start with you, Josh. How long have you been playing the trumpet?
Almost 10 years now, actually.
So you started like, what, in 4th grade or something?
Yeah, right around 4th or 5th grade.
And you're here all the way from?
Pasadena, California.
Which is like right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road.
So when the UCLA band plays their football games, where do they play?
They play in Pasadena also, in the Rose Bowl.
In the Rose Bowl. You are lucky, but you're practically close to home. Does your family come and watch you?
Yeah, they come to all the games.
That's unbelievable. So what's your favorite part about being in a marching band?
I really honestly just love the sense of community you get. All my best friends are in marching band, so it's a really awesome part. And then also playing music and marching is really fun too.
Wow. So you got about how many people are in this band?
About 250 right now. Yeah.
250, and your job is like herding the cats.
To organize all of them, yeah.
Organize all around it. And how do you start? Like the first day of band camp, you're gonna have 12 hours a day of band camp. Now,
right.
Where do you start?
Well, we're kind of on the field learning marching basics. So that's just basically learning how to take steps and we'll learn our pregame show the first day usually, or parts of it. So that's the show that we do before football games.
So if you were gonna teach me, and you had to teach Josh at some point, how to do the very first step that you were going to learn as a marching band, how would you do that?
Probably how to hold your instrument, yeah, Josh?
Yeah, I usually start with how to hold instruments, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And how do you hold a trumpet when you're marching?
Well, it's like the attention position is we like to keep our mouthpiece at eye level and keep it up, and then horns up is just straight out in front of you.
Really? But I've always liked about the trumpet player. How do you do that without like knocking your teeth out? And when you're marching around?
Practice.
I'm in the idea to make it smooth and so is there a particular march that you would do to make it smooth?
Yeah, you kind of roll on your foot. My high school band director actually used to say it's like stepping on a tube of toothpaste and trying to squeeze it out. So it's a really smooth step.
Okay.
So that's how you get it to not bounce when you're playing.
So you're trying to keep this part of you.
You're trying to keep your head from basically not moving at all.
Oh, that's got to take a lot of practice.
Yeah.
That's why you
it
practice
does.
12 hours a day.
Yes.
How do you get into this marching band? How did you get into this marching band, Josh?
I auditioned my senior year of high school. I sent in a tape, and they just were like, "Oh, yeah, we want you to come in and do it." So it was really easy.
So is it mostly a musical audition?
Yeah, it was all music.
And so you just assume that if they can play music, you can teach them how to march.
Right, yeah. We actually look for people that have marched in high school, but we also take people that have never marched before, ever. So they come into band and 12 hours a day they're learning marching. So
it's sort of like being in the military,
it
isn't
is,
it?
yeah, it is
it's like
kind of.
boot camp.
Yeah, it's like
or
boot
something.
camp. It's
Right.
fun. It's a fun boot camp.
Fun boot camp. And you guys get to like travel around and
We
do
do.
this?
I've been to Florida, Tennessee, Texas, San Francisco, Seattle, Las Vegas. We go everywhere, and it's all free too. They pay for us.
Wow, and so it's a way for you not only to make music with your friends, but also see the world.
Yeah, definitely.
So, is there any advice that if you met a young person, one of our Music Express readers, and they said, I want to be in a marching band, what would be your number one piece of advice to them?
I would say practice makes perfect. Like, never underestimate the power of practice, and like, have fun with it. Like, if you pick an instrument and you don't really like it at first, try another one. Like, you have so much time to really hone in on what you want to do.
That's fantastic advice. And so as the director, what's the most challenging thing about this?
Yeah, probably all the logistical things that we have to organize. Everyone has their own schedule. Everyone's taking classes. Everyone's trying to do other extracurricular activities. And it's trying to get everyone to be able to do everything that we can with the marching band and do as much as we can.
And there's so much equipment in a marching
There
band.
is, yeah. We actually have an equipment crew that works, that's their band members. It's about 6 people, I think. And they actually handle all of our equipment, and they have a truck and they drive it. So it's not even my job. It's just students, yeah.
Who else is there? How about who makes up the routines?
Okay, so yeah, our band director, Gordon Henderson, actually writes all our drill. And then so we have we have Gordon, we have another assistant director, he helps with the drums. We have equipment crew, we have uniform crew, we have recruitment crew who are in charge of getting new people to join the band throughout the summer before each season. And we had a student staff, we have section leaders. Josh is the rank leader, so he helps with marching. So we have a lot of students helping out.
You have flag people. I see flag people.
We do have flag people.
Look how great they
They're
are.
good,
Look
yeah.
at that. And it all comes together to make this wonderful thing that we call a marching band.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing
Yeah,
your time
thanks.
and talents with us
No
today.
problem. My pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been so much fun meeting some of the individuals that play in the UCLA Marching Band. Now let's go see some of the sections that make up this world-famous band.
Some people say that the drum line is the very backbone of a marching band. I think that's very clear to see when you hear their cadence. The cadence is the part that they're playing to keep the steady rhythm and keep everybody marching in unison around the field. Take a look at the wonderful UCLA solid gold drum line. Here we are with the trombones. They can make a lot of sound and really bulk up a marching band. Hey, it's Josh in the whole trumpet section. Let's listen in. It's the solid gold UCLA tuba section. Wow, that was so much fun seeing all the different sections of the band. Now, let's see what happens when they all come together and make real magic happen out on the field. It has been so much fun to be here with the UCLA Marching Band, a solid gold sound. And we want to thank particularly their director, Mr. Gordon Henderson, for allowing us to come here and be a part of this exciting day of rehearsal and putting together a marching band. So if any of you want to be in a marching band, now you know what it takes. Once again, this is John Jacobson from Music Express saying, be nice to your teacher, and we'll see you real soon right here again at Music Express.